What's up everyone, this is Donnie aka Elevated with another TI9 team preview. And in this one we're going to be talking about Forward, or rather the artist formerly known as Forward Gaming, now known as Newbee. Forward began the year with high expectations after they signed the former VGJ Storm roster that had placed 7th to 8th place at TI8, and then added Universe to their roster. The lineup looked stacked and the North American region looked to be wide open. Forward obliged early on, regularly dueling EG in the qualifiers and easily making their way to the first 3 majors of the season. On the international stage is when things fell apart for Forward Gaming, however, as they were unable to make the upper bracket out of the groups in any of the 3 majors. They found themselves in best of ones each time with their tournament life on the line, and were only able to squeak by at the Kuala Lumpur major before being sent home by EG in the next round. In Dota, teams only stay together for so long while failing to meet lofty expectations, and so after bowing out of the Dream League Major, tied for last place yet again, the team fell apart. SVG, the captain, retired from professional Dota, the carry, Resolution, went on hiatus, and Universe, the offlaner, left as well. Only Yawar and MSS remained to rebuild. Forward brought in CCNC, Snake King, and Kittrack as replacements, but they were unable to find their footing in time to qualify for the MDL Major and had to settle for playing at the Dota Pit Minor. They showed flashes of potential but were ultimately eliminated in 5th-6th place. As the final major of the season approached, it became clear that a team for which qualifying for TI9 had been almost a certainty at the start of the season would need a miraculous run to even have a chance of making it. Forward were able to lock in their spot at Epicenter after replacing Kittrack with the veteran leadership of Pylai Dai, and it was the first bright spot in an otherwise dark season for the squad, and now we know the organization as well. Unfortunately, Forward found themselves in one of the toughest groups at the event and fell to the best of one elimination round of the lower bracket. Many thought the tournament was over for Forward as they faced Fnatic, and so it was a huge surprise to see Forward put on the single most dominant performance by any team at a major event all season, smashing the former kings of SCA into a roster change by beating them 36-1. Though they were eliminated from Epicenter by LGD in the next round, falling well short of the TI9 qualification threshold of DPC points, they had showed a small flash of potential with the new roster. During the North American qualifiers, that potential was realized as Forward turned in excellent performance after excellent performance, going 7-0 in the group stage, 2-0, 2-0, and 3-1 in the brackets to secure their seat at the table in Shanghai. The story doesn't end there for Forward, however, as shortly after qualifying, it was announced that all the hard times earlier this season had taken its toll on the organization itself, bankrupting the operation and forcing it to close up shop. In a completely unprecedented event, the former Forward players now found themselves losing sponsorship after qualifying for the biggest esports tournament in the world. After plenty of speculation about many large North American organizations outside of the Dota scene signing the team, it was announced that Newbee, former TI4 champions, would be picking up the roster and bringing them to China early to boot camp for TI9. The decision no doubt helped in part by team manager Jack KBBQ Chen's connections to the Chinese Dota scene, made a lot of sense for everyone involved, and creates some fun scenarios to ponder. Will Newbee be the first org to win 2 TIs? With a North American roster in China? Will Aoi 2000 be the first 2-time TI winner, once as a player and once as a coach? As unlikely as it may be, Newbee are in a pretty enviable spot that should be familiar to any fans of OG last year. Disaster strikes before the big event, extremely low expectations from the community, and a sneakily good roster with hungry young talent and extremely smart and experienced veteran leadership. The addition of CCNC to the roster earlier this year allowed Yawar to slide back into the carry role, where he has looked extremely comfortable on old classics such as Juggernaut, Gyrocopter, Morphling, and Anti-Mage. With his expanded hero pool from playing a year's worth of mid, Yawar could be in for a standout performance at TI9. CCNC also returns to his comfort zone, with the mid lane shifting back towards tempo-controlling active mid heroes. He is definitely at his best when able to take chances on heroes like Ember Spirit and Storm Spirit, or push the pace with Dragon Knight. Both MSS and Snake King tend to be known as on the greedier side of players for their role, often soaking up extra farm and putting it to game-changing use. Luckily for Newbee, this pairs extremely well with the poverty style of play from Pylai's support and the calm stability of Yawar's carry. With nothing to lose and everything to gain, Newbee will be an extremely scary team for anyone to face at TI9.